stand still for a moment, I require something of you. In a fit of extreme paranoia, I hid my notes on the opening of the vault and promptly forgot their locations. While I grind my teeth to dust in frustration, you will retrieve these journals for me. I'm very sorry to say I need your assistance. Some people, who are not me, might consider slag experimentation immoral. Some people would not be willing to pay you a great deal of money for bringing me experiment results from the Hyperion Preserve. Some people are stupid.
I feel good.
Is that a vault?
Walk-ins for suckers. Catch a ride.
You should be right! Shields down, boss!
Eat metal death!
I got no time for this!
Start the stack.
This
I am such a VA.
You idiot! You're worse than
Those thieves dropped my ship into the caustic cavern.
Sorry, boss! I close your Get on your goddamn feet!
We're with a girl and a robot.
You lucky! Understand that it won't stop you!
Today a miner found a crystal formation near the alien ruins, but it started moving. The creature appears perfectly peaceful. I don't think it's ever seen a person before. Blue? Not now. Here, go play with my hat.
Stats I
There you
can
go,
get.
Blue. We're calling it blue because of the color of its, yeah. We saw a couple more of these creatures hiding near the ruins. I recommend moving the dig site for obvious reasons. Security Officer Booth, signing off.
Miss Booth, while your concern for these creatures is noted, we shall not be moving the dig site. The Dahl Corporation has sent Sanctuary, the greatest mining ship to this god-forsaken planet to mine crystals. And you have found some. Please round up the creatures so that my mining team may extract their minerals.
I don't think you understand. You can't mine these creatures. else they'll die. Sanctuary could easily find another dig site. My security team and I are not hunting these creatures for you. Period. Security Officer Booth, signing off. Miss Booth, need I remind you of the terms of your contract? Your security team is meant to assist my excavation crew. Whether or not you agree with my policies is irrelevant. Shut your mouth, grab your gun, and bring me my crystals like a good little girl.
If I hit you, you're gonna feel it.
security officer goes signing off. You don't have all the guns, dear. Now, unless anyone from the late Miss Booth's security team has anything else to say, bring me my goddamned crystals!
Big and angry! Incoming! Yes! Kick him in the piston!
I will say this only once. Your job is to escort the rock chunk to the mineral smasher and deliver the iridium to your supervisor. If you are caught stealing precious minerals from the dig site, you will be shot. Antique piece of dull machinery. If you were gazing slack-jawed at your feet when Sanctuary flew into the air, you might not know the Dahl Corporation held a great interest in Pandora's resources once upon a time. Overqualification for menial labor? Fantastic. Let's hop back to story time. So, the Dahl miners found it difficult to get the iridium off-planet, and soon found themselves wrestling with the Atlas Corporation as they fought over the same resources. As it turns out, word of a vault can travel many galaxies. Turned tail when the Crimson Lance showed up and flexed their various muscles. The central issue being that Dahl brought many workers here, including myself, and left without evacuating most of us.
The bandits you fight out there used to be family men, workers, scientists. We're all broken because of them.
I am the strongest girl alive! Oh!
Airlock 3 reached. Please open airlock.
Your menial victories with deep enlightened thought, but one must assume a deeper connection between the demon-spewing vault and the limitless iridium in this planet. Perhaps someday I will uncover these secrets and, further down the line, invent a dance based around sneezing.
In the wingnut.
docile as bloody kittens. Give me that gun, you coward! Aim for the blue one! Aim for the blue one!
Well, that was rather dark. Please return to me at your earliest convenience.
Oh no!
I'm legally obligated to tell you, I ain't a real doctor. Stay alive. Catch you later.
Let's just get this out of the way. Yes, most of my merchandise was ripped from the hands of dead adventurers. Farewell, friend.
Nice! Badass!
You found the safe? Oh, thank God. Open it and return its contents quickly.
Hey there, Sugar. I see you found some fairly fleshy snapshots of me. If you give those to me instead of my third ex-husband, I'll make it worth your while. Feel free to take a peek, though. I sure don't mind.
Ah, gazangas.
Lancemen, attention! I only have one question to ask of all of you. One question. Just a few years ago, we were enemies. But that time has passed.
Who told you about this place? I'll kill him.
I know you wouldn't have come if you had any other option. I know how bad things
Anybody
are.
else? You found that.
I know how Jack's army has swept across this planet like a sandstorm.
Take it and go. Come back now.
When I joined the Crimson Lance years ago, they told me I'd be fighting to protect those who couldn't protect themselves. But you all know as well as I do, that was a lie. But this fight against Hyperion, it isn't. If we don't band together, if we can't protect this city from Jack's army, then we're done for. I am Roland, and I only have one question to ask. Are you with me?
Lovely.
I'd like you to force a few Varkids into morphing. While they're in their cocoon state, hit them with the injector. Did I ever do my whole man is the real monster speech for you? Comes to mind.
To die. Roland forcibly relocated me to Sanctuary for what he claimed was my safety. But the slackjaws who populate this city make my flesh scream. A young woman said hello to me today. I stared back at her, my mind screeching as I looked for a way to escape this unwanted interaction. As my face grew red with nauseous stress, a blood vessel popped in my nose and a jet of crimson shot out of my nostrils, splattering us both with blood. She screamed and ran away. Pleased as I was at the time, I think causing fountains of blood to shoot from my face will not be a viable long-term strategy for avoiding conversation.
Domo arigato, suckers!
Repairs required. Unit shut down.
Big badass bastard!
The same questions occurred to me today as I was pinning a disemboweled skag to my front door to dissuade others from approaching it. What does Jack want with the vault key? Was the key simply charging the entire time I possessed it before Jack crowbarred it from my bloody hands? Was it waiting to unleash its alien powers on Pandora? To make Iridium appear from the very ground? Was it preparing itself to unlock even more alien ruins? I will delve deeper into this question after I soundproof the walls of my home, that I may be spared the incessant laughter and joviality of Sanctuary's citizens. Uncovered legends of an ancient alien warrior. The legends tell of a magical key that can bring it back to life. If my hypotheses are correct, which they always are, the legends may be speaking of the vault key. Also, a young man told me I was pretty on my way back from the grocer's. My reaction was surprisingly tame. I only spent the next 3 hours dry heaving into a bucket.
Kill my shields!
Clocking out! I didn't sign up for this, damn it!
Yesterday, I had a conversation with another human being. Granted, it was only a conversation inasmuch as my grunts of social terror could be taken as human speech, but Roland did not seem to mind. He asked me why Jack hasn't revived the warrior yet if he has the key. I conveyed that the key needed to be charged by iridium, hence Jack's mining operations. He nodded and silently wiped the streams of my saliva from his face. I returned home, confused not only at his lack of disgust toward my behavior, but my lack of disgust toward him. For the first time, I feel as if I could actually enjoy this sanctuary. For the first time, I feel as if I'm actually
Activating combat.
I think my reload button's broken.
Storm's coming.
You listened to my notes, I assume. I would be upset were it not for the equally privacy-indifferent background check I ran on you before hiring you for this job. I hid the copious material I compiled after opening the vault those 5 long years ago. In a fit of spastic paranoia, I did not write down the
Locations to the information. Find it for me and be handsomely. Oh, were you expecting me to say handsomely rewarded? I've been relocated to Sanctuary against everyone's better judgment. Not my own, mind you. I never wanted to be here. I was perfectly content to live out my days in a non-standard living arrangement with 2 ceiling chairs I met at a bar fight. Oh, they're adorable. They barely speak any English. And if you have to ask what a ceiling chair is, I pity the life you've wasted. I should discuss the scroll-ophant in the room. The reason for my relocation was an elongated and systematically unpleasant torture at the hands of Jack's cronies. Roland and his well-defined pectoral muscles were kind enough to entrust the vault key with me after the awakening of the Destroyer. Not to be confused with the Warrior. Seriously, those sound nothing alike. Oh, right, torture. I asked nicely on several occasions to take proper precautions against bacteria on the instruments, but it fell upon idiotic ears. As they cut into my flesh over and over, I would fade in and out of consciousness and whisper to the ceiling chairs that it was going to be okay. Clark was afraid at first. His 4 legs trembled against the cold ceiling, but he knew he had to be strong for me. Then they went to work on his brother, Philippe. Philippe. Philippe was so brave. He was so brave for me when the rotary saws began to ply his legs from his body. Clark cried out for his brother, even when one of the torturers inadvertently sat on him and muffled his cries. The last thing Philippe said before he passed on to the great wooden beyond was, "I love you, Patty. I love you." And then he was gone.
Think something! My time's valuable, kinda. Don't you hurry back!
It's lonely here in Sanctuary. Sure, Clark prattles around on the ceiling, but it's hardly the same. Jack has taken so much from me. Jack has taken the only happiness I've ever had in his asinine quest for the warrior and more power. Revenge is as pointless as music, but on this occasion, I will allow myself the revenge. I will allow myself to aid in his downfall. Mark my words, Jack. You're going to die.
Ah! The chronicles of my torture. I shall warm up some cold cocoa and listen to these again. Got something new for you. So I kinda inspired a cult? And not the fun ask you for autographs kind. I need you to infiltrate the Children of the Firehawk. Find out if they're planning anything shady. I do it myself, but I'm kinda worried they'd freak out if they saw their god in person. Go talk to the cult's leader, Incinerator Clayton.